Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here, coming at you with a brand new Platinum Trophy guide, and that is going to be for the game Bunny Raiders. Now this game just recently came out, I believe within the last month or so, and it is completely free. Now it does have 11 trophies that you'll have to earn, two of which one of which I will go into detail about, or I'll go into detail about now, and then I'll just show the gameplay of. And what that is as you play the game, you will be, you basically just use your left and right joystick to maneuver around, and then your right joystick to fire. Now, as you're going through, you will need to break so many boxes, which are going to be plenty of. You are also going to need to save so many of the local wildlife that are caught and captured. You will also need to pick up and use every single weapon. There are 7 in total, so eventually you should cycle through most of them. Now you will also be able to pick up upgrades for your character, as in getting more HP regeneration, and then you'll also have your attack boost. Those are something you're going to want to pay attention to, as they can have an effect on how the game goes. Now, depending on how things are, you might have a completely different run than I am doing right now. That is perfectly fine. As you'll see, this is one of the many standard upgrades you can get that will heal you. And as you'll see, I'm also going to pick up as many of the different weapons as I can. You start off with this standard blaster, and then you can pick up other ones. The lightning and the saw blades are probably the two best in the game overall, in my opinion. And now I'm going to go into more detail about some of the other stuff. So if you pause the game and go actually all the way over to the game, you can actually see career looted coins. Now what you're going to need to do is reach 5,000 in total. That does seem like a lot, but the more you'll play, it'll happen. And if you happen to die, don't worry, it'll keep your current total count, so don't worry about that. As you'll see, defeating enemies and getting upgrades and things is just going to happen. Now, like I said, there are going to be eventually different areas that you'll probably go to and have different runs. Now, if you are in the beach area like I am, these jellyfish are the specific wildlife that you can save. You'll just go up to them like so, and that will get you possibly some upgrades. So this is the upgrade right here that I'm talking about. Getting this one is great because that's HP regeneration. Now the more of them you have, you can actually check on your gadgets, and that will show you. The more of these you have, the faster you will heal yourself. I recommend at least having 2 or 3 at the best, and then if you can, whatever else you want for defense. Now attack gadgets are going to be a little bit different, as they are going to modify weapons that you can pick up. So keep that in mind when you get those, as those can drastically change your playstyle for how you go through the game. But this shouldn't take too long in terms of getting the Platinum Trophy. The only hard part, I will say, is just finding the boss. That is a guaranteed, probably the last thing that you'll end up doing. But as you'll see here, we're back on the standard blaster. Now do note that you can use the money that you get to pick up different upgrades, because you can find vending machines, and they will also have gadgets from 50 coins to 100 coins. And like I said, as you play through the game, you'll just have to break boxes. You'll need to save the wildlife, and then you'll also need to just pick up gadgets. So picking them up, you can replace previous ones. And then the main thing that you're going to want to focus on as well is getting an attack gadget that will actually affect a weapon that you have. So like say you get one that affects the standard blaster, well then you're going to want to roll with that attack gadget upgrade, and then you eventually get a kill with that weapon. The best way I could try and put it. But as you'll see, you'll eventually have weapons drop for you, and then you eventually should get almost all of them. There's a couple more that I'm missing. One is the bowling ball gun, and then the other one is the carrot gun. As you can see though, since I have the carrot gun upgrade, if I pick up the carrot gun, which would be the green and orange one, and then get a kill with this attack gadget equipped, you will also get a trophy. Like I said, there's one for, I believe, every single gun, so don't worry about that. It'll just be about playing enough. So yeah. Here you can see I finally found the carrot gun. So it'll do more damage, and once I finally get a kill with it, I will then get that trophy if I didn't already have it. Now the last possible thing to talk about in this is going to be about defeating 250 enemies. Like I said, it's the same as the coins. You don't have to worry about getting it all in one run, so don't worry about that. However, if you're feeling that you might want to, then that is perfectly fine. You can always go for it. One thing I will say though is there are also keys that you can pick up, and those will unlock doors and or chests. I highly recommend just holding on to your keys and never using them on any of the chests, as you'll probably need them more or less later on to unlock doors to get to the boss. Now, if you happen to find a transition area between two different maps, you can use that to reload the enemies of the last area and all that good jazz. So as we'll see here, we're getting more upgrades. As you can see though, by saving more and more of these animals, will slowly be working towards the upgrade. Of course, here we have the bowling ball gun. You know. Now one thing that I will say, if you really want to do, is just go full stack onto one weapon, and then when trying to get that weapon, then go for that. That's a new one. But like I said, this shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully, of course. As you can see here, we have our first locked door. Now, after a certain point, you can actually just run from room to room. You don't have to stay and defeat any of the enemies in said room. But as you'll see, now that I've put more than one upgrade into a single weapon, it will do way more damage overall. The downside, of course, is that when you defeat enemies and or destroy boxes, that they will sometimes drop weapons that you might accidentally pick up. So when you are going through and breaking stuff, just be careful of picking up a weapon you don't want to pick up, because that could mean that you'll have a couple of bad rooms. Now I also recommend just going for a double heal as well, just because you never know. As you'll see, here's two different upgrades for the blaster. But I do believe that that is going to do it for this game. Like I said, it shouldn't take too long. You just got to kill 250 enemies, break I think 100 boxes, save 25 of the animals, which is not that hard, as you'll see. And then defeating the boss, which will probably take the longest, as you have to just start going in a bunch of directions and hope that you get it, and then just getting the 5,000 coins. As you can see, just from what little I've been playing while talking, I have already gotten almost 1,000, which isn't that bad. But like I said, the main thing that you want to try and go for is 3 regeneration and 1 HP upgrade, or if you really want to, just get 4 regeneration, which I know can be a little crazy, but that's a lot of HP healing and will basically keep you alive, especially in some tougher rooms. And other than that, I think that will about do it for the Bunny Raider Platinum Trophy. As you can see, there is I believe my 3rd HP regeneration. So, in order to know if you're getting the HP, you'll see this red mist come up off of you, as you'll see right here in just a second. Boom, there it is. So this is the setup that I have whenever I'm fighting the boss, and it just does wonders. And then, like I said, the attack gadget that you pick will definitely matter most. And then, like I said, it can anywhere be from a couple, like 30 minutes to maybe an hour or so. It really just depends on what kind of luck you have, is really the only thing. Because once you have 3 HP regeneration, you can kind of face tank some things to make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, so now I'm going to include the clips of me fighting the boss. And that'll do it for Bunny Raider's Platinum Trophy Guide. As always, this has been Mr. Pilgrim, and I'll see you all in the next one.